It burns, but I must let go.
When he spoke, his voice was like thunder, wrapped in a hiss, echoing in her bones.
Who dares invade our sanctuary?
The voice wasn't just sound, it was presence, power, anger that pressed against her chest like a physical weight. Adaugo stumbled backward, her legs trembling. Standing in the corner, barely visible in the shadows, was Adesua. But now, in this dim light, Adaugo could see the truth. The girl's eyes reflected light like an animal's, glowing faintly red gold, and her shadow on the wall wasn't human-shaped. It writhed and coiled like a serpent.
You shouldn't have come here,
Adesua whispered, and her voice carried the same hissing undertone as the python's. The massive snake rose higher, oil cascading off its scales, its head nearly touching the ceiling, its mouth opened, revealing fangs the length of fingers.
Foolish human, you have seen what you should not see. You have broken the sacred privacy of our dwelling.
I'm sorry, Adaugo gasped. I didn't mean...
Leave now before I decide your Lord will make a better offering than the drops we take.
Adaugo didn't need to be told twice. She turned and ran, bursting out of the back room, through the stall, and into the main market area.
Snake!
She screamed, pointing back toward Mama Falake's shop.
There's a giant snake in there. A snake! A talking snake! It's...
A few customers who had been waiting looked up, startled.
What are you saying?
An old woman asked. A snake?
Inside, in the back room. It's huge and it's tugged. And Adesua, she's not human. She's...
This girl has gone mad, another customer muttered. But a young woman, Chiamaka, stood up slowly. A snake in Mama Falake's shop?
Yes. Go and see. Go and see for yourself.
Something in Adaugo's genuine terror convinced them. 3 customers entered into the shop and headed towards the back door, which now stood open. The python was still there, still coiled in the container, still massive and impossible. The 3 customers screamed, "Snake! Snake in the shop! Mogbe, it's huge! Jesus Christ, what is that thing?" Their screams were so loud, so terrified, that people from nearby stores came running. Within minutes, a crowd had gathered, everyone trying to push inside to see what the commotion was about.
There is a python in Mama Falake's back room.
A huge one, big like a drum.
And it's sitting in a palm oil.
Huh? Is that where her oil comes from? From a snake?
More people rushed over. The crowd swelled. 20 people, 30, 40, all trying to see, all talking at once. The noise growing louder and louder. That's when Mama Folake returned from the bank. She pushed through the crowd, her face confused, then alarmed. What's happening? Why are you all in my shop? What? She saw the open door to the back room, saw people pointing and screaming, saw Adesua standing frozen, tears streaming down her golden face.
No!
Mama Folake whispered.
No.
Mama Obiora, her long-time rival, pushed to the front of the crowd, her face twisted with vindictive triumph.
I said it!
Mama Obiora shouted, pointing an accusing finger at Mama Folake.
I said your success was not ordinary. How can one person sell so much palm oil when the rest of us are struggling? It's witchcraft. You have been using juju.
And that daughter of yours, another seller added, that useless girl who just sits there looking pretty. She made all of us failures in this market. She's not even human, is she? The crowd pressed closer, angry now, demanding answers. Mama Folake looked at Adesua, at the girl who had sat beside her for 12 years, who had smiled at customers and made small talk and poured oil with steady hands. The girl who had never asked for anything, never complained, never aged a single day, and something broke inside her. Mama Folake sank to the ground and began to cry.
You want to know the truth?
She sobbed.
You want to know where my success came from? Fine, I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
The crowd quieted, leaning in to hear.
I wasn't always successful.
Mama Folake began, her voice shaking.
12 years ago, I was like all of you, struggling, suffering. I had been selling palm oil for 7 years with nothing to show for it. My husband and Folake, the only daughter I had, died. I had no children. I was alone and failing and desperate.
She wiped her eyes.
I used to go to my village to buy palm oil from the local mill. One day, I went to the old palm oil grove where they harvest the nuts. I was standing under the oldest palm tree, crying, asking God why my life was so hard.
Her voice dropped to a whisper.
That's when I saw it. The python, it emerged from the base of the palm tree, just littered out from the roots like it had been living inside the tree itself. I tried to run, but it spoke to me.
The snake spoke.
Someone in the crowd gasped.
Yes, it said, "Do not fear me, daughter of man. I am the guardian spirit of this palm tree. For 400 years, I have lived in its roots, and once every 7 years, I emerge to offer my blessing to one worthy soul. You are lucky today. I choose you."
Mama Falake's hand trembled.
I was terrified, but I kept talking. It said, "Your palm oil business will become the greatest in your region. You will be wealthy beyond measure. In return, you will feed me a single drop of blood from each customer who buys your oil. I will collect it myself as they sleep. They will never know, and I will give you something else, something precious."
What?
Chiamaka asked.
What did it give you?
Mama Folake looked at Adeshua, and fresh tears spilled down her cheeks.
"He gave me a daughter," the python said. "I have lived in this tree for centuries with my own child, a daughter born of palm oil and ancient magic. She is weary of the tree. She wants to see the world, to sit among humans, to feel the breeze and hear laughter. Take her with you. Let her work in your store. In return for giving her this experience, your business will flourish."
The crowd was silent now, transfixed.
The python told me the rules.
Mama Folake continued.
Adeshua could never touch direct sunlight. It would destroy her. She could eat nothing but palm oil and palm fruit, for that is what she is made of. And every night, while customers slept, the python would emerge from the containers in my back room and collect drop of blood from each person who had bought my oil that day. Just one drop, not enough to harm them, but enough to sustain the python and keep our pact alive.
So you agreed?
Mama Obioma said, her voice disgusted.
You sold your customers out. You let a snake drink their blood?
I was desperate.
Mama Folake cried.
I was tired of suffering, tired of failing, and the python promised no one would be hurt. Just one drop of blood per person, and in return, I would finally succeed. I would have a daughter. I would have a purpose.
She gestured to Adeshua, who stood silent and beautiful and inhuman.
The next day, I came back to the market and met the python and Adeshua inside my shop when I opened. She looked exactly as you see her now. 20 years old, beautiful, perfect. When people asked who she was, I said she was my daughter who had been living with relatives in the village. No one questioned it. By with day, she was kind, she was helpful, she made people smile.
And your sales?
Someone asked.
They exploded. Within a month, I was the most successful seller in the market. Within a year, I was wealthy, and all it cost was one drop of blood per customer. Blood they never knew they were losing.
A man in the crowd suddenly spoke up, his voice shaking.
Is that why I've been having those dreams?
What dreams? Others asked.
Dreams of a snake.
The man said.
For years now, I dream that a golden snake comes into my room at night and bites me. Just a small bite on my arm or leg. I always wake up feeling tired, like something's been drained from me. I thought I was going crazy.
And I'm always lightheaded in the mornings.
A woman said.
Like I haven't slept properly, like something important is missing. It's our blood.
Chiamaka said slowly, her face pale. The snake has been drinking our blood for years. We have all been feeding it without even knowing. The crowd's mood shifted from curiosity to anger. You've been cursing us, making us weak so you could prosper. Witch, you and your snake daughter are witches. Mama Obioma grabbed Mama Folake by the front of her wrapper.
How do we stop it? How do we break the curse?
I don't know.
Mama Folake stopped.
I don't know how to end it.
From the back room, the massive snake slithered out into the main shop area, and the crowd screamed and scattered, pressing against the walls, trying to get away, but unable to escape through the press of bodies blocking the door. The python was even more terrifying in the light, its scales gleaming like wet oil, its body as thick as a man's torso, its eyes ancient and cold. He looked at Mama Folake with something like disappointment.
You have broken the sacred privacy. You have revealed our secrets. The pact is compromised.
I'm sorry.
Mama Folake cried. I didn't mean to.
It matters not. What is done is done. My daughter and I must leave this place. We must find a new host, a new desperate soul who will shelter us.
The python turned its attention to Adeshua, who stood watching with those glowing human eyes.
It is time, my child. We must return to our true forms and seek another home.
But mother, Adeshua said softly, and her voice carried the same ancient quality as the python's. I enjoyed it here. I enjoyed the customers, the conversations, the laughter. I will miss it.
We have been discovered. We cannot stay where we are not welcome.
Adeshua nodded slowly. She turned to Mama Folake, and for just a moment, genuine sadness crossed her golden face. Then Adeshua stepped outside the stall, directly into the late afternoon sunlight. The effect was immediate and horrifying. Her body began to shimmer, to lose coherence. The golden color of her skin started to run, dripping down like melting wax. Her features smoothed out, her form collapsed, and within seconds, she had dissolved into a pool of gleaming red gold palm oil on the floor. But the oil didn't stay still. It moved, swelled, reformed,
burns, but
and
I
from the
must let
puddle
go.
emerged a small golden python, delicate and beautiful. Its scales, the exact color Adeshua's skin had been. The crowd gasped. The massive python from the shop let out a sound, not quite a hiss, not quite a shriek, but something that resonated with grief and ancient power.
Farewell, foolish humans. You have rejected our blessing. You have chosen fear over prosperity. So be it.
The small golden python slithered toward its mother, and when they touched, both snakes began to glow. The light grew brighter and brighter until people had to shade their eyes. When the light faded, the pythons were gone. The only thing left was the smell of palm oil and a single golden scale on the floor where Adeshua had melted. The market was silent. Mama Folake knelt in the middle of her shop, staring at the empty space where her daughter had been, and sobbed. No one comforted her. Mama Obioma spat on the ground near her. You deserve this. You deserve all of it. Get out, someone said. Get out of this market. We don't want you here anymore. Leave, others shouted. Others chanted. Leave, leave, leave. Mama Folake gathered what she could carry, some money, and walked out of the market that same evening. She didn't look back. She left the palm oil, the containers, the stall, everything behind. She was never seen in that market again. 2 years later, the story of Mama Folake and the palm oil daughter spread throughout the region, becoming the kind of tale mothers told their children as a warning. The python and her daughter are still out there, still offering their bargain to desperate souls, still collecting their drops of blood, still waiting in the shadows of palm trees, ancient and patient and hungry. And somewhere, Mama Folake lives in shame and regret, remembering the golden girl who called her mother and learning every day that some prices are too high, even for success. If you enjoyed this story and want more, please subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon for new video notifications. You can also check out some of the videos here. Thank you for watching. Remain blessed.